Live from the Titans Soccer Complex on Eastern Florida's Melbourne campus, it's the 2015 NJCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championship Game 1 with the 9-seeded Schoolcraft College Ocelots taking on the 4th-seeded Butler Community College Grizzlies. Next. It's a beautiful Monday morning in Melbourne, Florida as we kick off the 2015 NJCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championships. Thanks for joining us here on NJCAA TV. I'm Nick Runowitz. We have a great game for you here. One of the nation's top offenses looking to solve one of the country's best defenses, 9th-seeded Schoolcraft and 4th-seeded Butler. Let's take a look at our players to watch for this one. We've got 90 minutes of soccer. After that, we'll keep our eye on Shay Van Gaysen. She'll be wearing the number 16 for Schoolcraft, the sophomore from Ontario. 35 goals, 12 assists this season. Opposing her for Butler, the Grizzlies have number 20, Paige Aki, the freshman from Wichita, Kansas, right down the road from Butler Community College. 19 goals, 20 assists this year. She's a two-headed monster for this Butler team. How about the starting lineups? Let's look at the 11s for both of these sides, Schoolcraft and Butler. Get a look at both those goalkeepers. They'll be doing work today. Butler's Jamie Richenberger, 16 shutouts this year. Schoolcraft's Katie Dangelmeyer leading the nation in goals allowed average, just 4 in 17 games. How about the coaches? Schoolcraft's Dave Carver, the head coach in his first season. As for Butler, Adam Hunter is in his 8th year, 140 wins to his name. The referees for this one, Ronnie Cowan will be there with Matt Jackson and Jamie Willis, as we're just about ready for first touch between these two schools, Schoolcraft and Butler. The 9th-seeded Ocelots, the 4th-seeded Grizzlies, as we're ready to go here. Schoolcraft in those dark jerseys, a navy blue, the yellow numbers. On the other side, Grizzlies in white jerseys with the purple lettering and purple numbers. Grizzlies will move from left to right across your screen, right to left. Go the Ocelots. Schoolcraft coming in 16-1. They are champions of Region 12. Butler 19-2. They've won 15 straight games. The college hails from El Dorado, Kansas. They're Region 6 champions. 4 straight Region 6 championships. As we've got a throw in here coming for Butler Community College. Toss in. This is Colleen Howland, the freshman from Wichita. Ball up to the top of the box. It's controlled by Schoolcraft. What a beautiful morning here to get this thing started. 12 teams all hoping to be the one champion when this thing is all said and done. This is Pool D. We've got 4 pools of teams. Each team will play at least 2 games. So yes, 4 pools, A, B, C, and D. 3 teams in each of them. This pool D, between Butler and Schoolcraft. Butler, the top seed in that pool. Ball at the top of the box. It's controlled by Schoolcraft, lifted back out. Changing the point of attack. This is Lacey Shanity. Centers it. Controlled by the Grizzlies. Back out up high. This Grizzlies team beating Jackson County a 5-0 shutout in order to advance to this stage here in Melbourne, Florida. Grizzlies have been here in this tournament, the national tournament, 5 straight years now. Their 5th straight appearance. They're looking to wash a bad taste from their mouth a year ago, losing to Iowa Western 2-1 right here on this field. And they were eliminated. Adam Hunter in his 8th season, I mentioned him. 140 wins as the head coach of this team. As I said, 5 straight tournament appearances. This Grizzlies team primed to make a run in this tournament. On the other side, Schoolcraft as well, a 16-1 season. Dave Carver in his first season has his team ready to go here off the east coast of the Sunshine State. Here come the Ocelots. Ball pushed on ahead, headed out Bailey Vaughn, the Wichita native. Schoolcraft controls again. Shanity sends it forward. Out the near side, that one last touched by the Ocelots. Throw in coming. This will be Colleen Howland, the freshman. 3 goals, 10 assists this year for her. Schoolcraft will send it to that middle of the pitch, looking to change direction here. It's taken away by the Grizzlies in the middle of the field. This Butler team starting 5 midfielders. They're the team that's really going to attack this year. First in the nation in shots attempted, 523. Second in the nation in goals, 113. A little over 5 a game. They're going to try to run the score up here today, but that's easier said than done against Katie Dangelmeyer, the sophomore from Brighton, Michigan, who leads the nation in goals against average, 0.28. It has been very tough to score on her in 17 games, 16 starts. She's allowed just 4 goals. One of the top goalkeepers in the nation. One of the main reasons why her Ocelots team is right here in the national tournament as the 9 seed. Toss in once again here for Butler in those white jerseys and black shorts. Colleen Howland to do it. Just off the right side of the box. This one controlled, and a left-footed shot, an in-swinger for the Grizzlies takes 1 hop, and it's collected by the aforementioned Dangelmeyer. She'll roll it out to that far side, and here come the Ocelots. Nice block on the defensive side there for the Grizzlies. Looked like that was Lexi Clark. Make that Paige Akey, who we mentioned, our player to watch in this one. 19 goals this season for Paige. The forward has been quite active. Here's a kick from Dangelmeyer. Collected. Controlled by the Grizzlies. Maybe a chance here. Eurista Chico has it taken away. Still controlled by the Grizzlies to that far sideline. And this one will roll out that touch line. It'll be a goal kick coming for Schoolcraft. This Schoolcraft team, one of the more experienced teams top to bottom, starting just 3 freshmen here this morning. I mentioned Shea Van Gayson, the sophomore, 2nd in the nation in points this year. She's put together a heck of a season, 35 goals, 12 assists. And you really do think maybe just 1 will be enough with these 2 goalkeepers in this match. Just about 6 minutes in, we are scoreless here in Melbourne, Florida. Here comes Schoolcraft. They have a little bit of room to work with here. Pushed ahead, coming to the near side. This is Shanity. Left-footed shot is punched out by Straith up ahead, and now this one controlled. Here comes Jacqueline Means, a chance here to the right side of the box. Help comes. The shot by Means is going to go wide. She may have been trying to center that one out to the far side, and Aki is going to go collect it out near the corner kick area. Nice move by Aki. Centered, touched left of the box, and it's controlled by Schoolcraft. And the Ocelots control. Back to the near side. Schoolcraft, a little something to work with here. Grizzlies defense able to control it. So early on here, both of these teams just feeling each other out. An early opportunity by Jacqueline Means. Her shot just wide of that back post. Here's Aki. Maybe a chance here for Paige, and her shot deflected out the touchline. This may be a corner coming for the Grizzlies. Looks like it is, yes. Paige Aki, the freshman from Wichita, Kansas, went to Wichita Northeast High School. in her first year. 19 goals this season, as I mentioned, has been quite the difference maker. Has helped this Butler team to a 15-game win streak, just 2 losses this year, 19-2. Here comes the corner kick. Cherie Molina will do it. The right-footed Molina, her kick, a good one, middle of the box header. That one is up, left out, left-footed shot by the Grizzlies is left up to the top of the box, and a player down for the Grizzlies. They'll halt play. So a player down here for Butler. That looks like number 4, Madison Zimmer, though it's a tough angle from here, the Wichita, Kansas native. Let's take a look at what happened there as that corner kick came in up to the top of the box. Zimmer right near the top of the goal there, and as you can see, looks like we had just a little head-on-head action there, and that's actually number 14, Amy Straith, who is down for this team, not Zimmer. It's 1-4, not number 4. The sophomore from Aberdeen, Scotland, 4 goals this year. I mentioned this Butler team starting 5 midfielders, Straith one of them. This would be a key loss for them if she cannot continue, and as you saw in the replay there, it just, as she tried to head the ball into the goal or control it, like she may have been knocked upside the head as well, but Amy Straith is up. Are they going to walk her off the field? It looks like it, yes. So they'll take a look at Amy Straith, and the sophomore will take a seat for a moment, it looks like. So let's see what Adam Hunter does. He's in his 8th season, as I mentioned. One of his sophomore midfielders will have to take a seat. Who's in for her? We'll get it to you in just a moment. Looks like number 18, Emily Woods, has checked into the game. So instead of a midfielder, a forward will check into the game. Emily Woods, the freshman from Wichita, Kansas. And the one-touch back to Dangelmeyer. She'll kick it ahead, and the ball at midfield. 50-50 ball. Grizzly goes down. Schoolcraft controls. And to that far side go the Ocelots at the sideline. Pushed off the ball. Well, that was Madison Zimmer, the defender, who was able to gain control for a moment. And it's, again, a majority of this game right now being played in the middle third, I guess. To use a football term, this one very much between the 20s at this point. But maybe an opportunity coming here for Butler as they control just to the left. This is Eurista Chico, and her shot deflected out the touchline, and another corner kick coming here for Butler. This will be their 2nd corner kick of the game. Early on here, we're just about 10 minutes into the first half, and once again, we'll see Cherie Molina do the honors. Our last kick, a good one. Butler couldn't do much with it. This one, off to the front of the post there, just well out, and Schoolcraft controls. A little bit of room to work with here. They were looking ahead for Katie Vitella, but the Grizzlies take that one away. Here comes Schoolcraft once again. They've been on the defensive end more often than not. Let's see if these forwards can push it. This is Whitsitt on that far side. She loses it out the sideline. So a throw in for the Grizzlies. Madison Zimmer will do it. A couple of single touches there, and this will be turned back around to the Ocelots. Another couple of touches. The white jerseys control. Here comes Butler once again. The 4th seed in this tournament, 4 of 12. And the ball comes out that near side. They're going to say it's last touched by Schoolcraft. And a substitution. Good news for the Grizzlies. Checking back in will be Amy Straith, who was down after that centering kick. Coming out of the ball game will be Emily Woods, who replaced her, the freshman. So the midfielder back in for Butler. The forward will take a seat. Throw in for the Grizzlies. Ball controlled here by Butler, sent up the near side. This is going to be a throw in for Schoolcraft. Cynthia Conan will do it. Never mind, she'll roll it over to Lacey Chanity. She's got a little better toss. This one headed once, twice, controlled by Schoolcraft. Out to that far side, a little something doing here. Here's Colleen McKay. She's upended for a moment there. Really does more of the upending, that is, of Madison Zimmer, who goes down. But the ball controlled by the Grizzlies. This one sent to the near side and out the touchline. Jacqueline Means, the intended player on that. She couldn't quite run it down. Chanity will toss it in. Varney. Ball in the middle of the pitch here, controlled by Schoolcraft. Here's an opportunity coming. Colleen McKay, left side, cut off well by the defender. That was Amy Straith with a nice move there. That one out the touchline, and this is going to be a corner kick for Schoolcraft, I believe. See where it rolled out. Might be a throw-in instead. It is. Chanity will throw it in. I thought that one made it to the touchline there, but it did not. Here's a substitution. Checking in for Schoolcraft. We'll get it to you in a moment as this one's thrown in up high. Nice little move here back to Chanity on the near sideline. Trying to get to that touchline. She's knocked off the ball. Checking in for Schoolcraft. Looked like it was number 14, Emily Bondi, who checked in.
Leave it.
Correction, it was number 13, Devin Powers from Movie, Michigan, the freshman. Controlled on the near side. This Butler defense has been very good to start the game. This ball pushed out to the near side, running it down for Schoolcraft as that one runs out of bounds.
Yes.
And the throw ahead to Bondi. Chanity ends up with it. Schoolcraft looking to change the point of attack, just try to find some open field, because this Butler team so far, and I mentioned the 5 midfielders, now that Straith is back in, they're mostly falling back and packing in that defensive zone, and they've made it very difficult for Schoolcraft to do much. Here's Akey on that far sideline. 19 goals this year. Nifty footwork, gets a step on the defender. The left side centering. Controlled Eurista Chico. And Schoolcraft nearly takes it back, but it's controlled by Rosa Eurista Chico. And Schoolcraft finally able to take it away and at least knock it back out. Howland. Looking long into the corner. And unable to run it down is Jacqueline Means. This Schoolcraft team, Region 6 champions. Their 4th straight Region 6 championship. They beat Jackson County, correction. Schoolcraft is Region 12 champions, that is. They beat Cincinnati State 4-1 in order to get here to Melbourne to punch their ticket. If you're asking yourself where Schoolcraft College is, I did as well. It's in Livonia, Michigan, just outside of Detroit, northwest of the Motor City. An enrollment there of a little over 13,000 at that school. Ball rolls out, toss in coming here for Butler. Howland will do it. Straith. Touched back. Bailey Vaughn will change the point of attack. Back over here to Howland. Nice touch by Means. Something going here for Butler perhaps, and then an errant pass changes that altogether. It's iced back out the near sideline here, and a toss-in coming for the Grizzlies. A 19-2 season for this Butler team, and This is game one of the day, as we do thank you for joining us here on NJCAA TV. Game 1 of 4 here today. We'll have 4 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 4 on Wednesday. An off day for the tournament on Thursday, and then the semifinals begin. Every school is guaranteed at least 2 games. The winners of each pool advance, A, B, C, and D, this being Pool D. Nice move here by Paige Akey to Eurista Chico. Her left-footed shot off the hands and the post of Dangelmeyer, and she's able to jump on it. Just about 17 minutes into that one, and Katie Dangelmeyer tested Rosa Eurista Chico with a left-footed sniper shot there, and that one went off the hands and the post of the goalkeeper and nearly jumped back in. Back line of Butler controls. This is Howland. Something going here for the Grizzlies. Eurista Chico trying to flick it on ahead, couldn't do it. Schoolcraft's defensive back controls, and they send it back to the middle of the field, just trying to stave off the Grizzlies' attack. And I mentioned early on in the broadcast these upperclassmen on the back line of Schoolcraft. First, let's take a look at that shot. You see Eurista Chico here, that right-footed shot off the hands, the post, and then Dangelmeyer able to jump on it. At that point, you're just reacting and trying to make sure you're in front of it, and fortunately for Schoolcraft, Dangelmeyer was just that, able to redirect it to the post, or else that was going to find the back of the net. It would be 1-0 Butler right now. What a shot, the right foot of Rosa Eurista Chico, the sophomore from Wichita, Kansas. 17 goals this year and almost had number 18. Substitution here for Schoolcraft. And while they do that, let's take one more look at that last shot. Got a different angle here. Eurista Chico, nice little touch, settles it, fires, and Dangelmeyer just able to redirect. Didn't hit the post, it hit the crossbar up high, and then she was able to jump on it. That's fine goalkeeping there, just able to redirect it enough. Butler controls at that far side. That one kicked out. 26 minutes, 22 seconds to go. First half here, game 1 of the day. 9th-seeded Schoolcraft, 4th-seeded Butler College. As we thank you for joining us here in Melbourne, Florida. Nick Grunowitz, sideline at the Titan Soccer Complex on the campus of Eastern Florida. And a whistle and a foul at midfield here. It's going to be Grizzlies' ball to control. Coming to the near side. Butler controls. This is Howland. Sends it into the top. Akey, a little bit of room. Beats one defender. It's a race to the line. Can she at least center it? She does, and Dangelmeyer waiting right there. Akey misplayed it for a moment, and it cost her a little bit of an angle there. She tried to center it. Dangelmeyer able to control, and now Schoolcraft perhaps with an opportunity as they come up this near side. Flicked on ahead, and that defensive back will push it right into the sideline here. Let's take a look at another play there by Dangelmeyer as Akey going to that touch line, trying to just center it, and Dangelmeyer right there. Butler with the control again, looking for Akey. Nice play there. She's able to flick it on. Working one-on-one with the defender here, sends ahead. This is Rosa Eurista Chico trying to run it down, and she does. Poked out. Nice play there defensively on that back line for Schoolcraft. That was number 19, Stephanie Newton, the sophomore out of Heartland, Michigan. Toss in, they're looking for Akey. Headed out up high. A little bit of room here for the Grizzlies. Centered up top. Sent back to this near side. This is Colleen Howland, the freshman. Her center, up high, leaping Dangelmeyer, able to make the play. Paige Aki was there waiting in case it was misplayed, but Katie Dangelmeyer, who's allowed just 4 goals in 17 games, does not misplay it often, if at all. Schoolcraft with the control once again. They haven't done much of that. In fact, haven't managed a shot yet on goal. We're 22 minutes in to this first half. Coming to the near side, this is Lacey Shanity. She's been active in the first half here. That ball deflected by Howland out of bounds. She wants a new ball, doesn't want that one. Says, give me a new one. And Shanity will toss it in. One touch left of the box, deflected right back out. That was Madison Zimmer. Eurista Chico couldn't steer it back in bounds. Good idea there by Jacqueline Means. Knew that Rosa Eurista Chico had a little bit of room to work with. She couldn't quite keep that one on this near side, and once again, Schoolcraft will toss it in. Quickly controlled once again by Butler. Nice slide and a takedown. This is going to be a foul. Cynthia Conan. She upended Lexi Clark, the freshman from Wichita, Kansas, who did have a little bit of room to work, and Clark shaken up. Let's take a look once again as Clark has some room here, and Conan going down into it, played the ball, but then ended up playing the man as well, and she's whistled for the foul. Butler with a chance to set something up here downfield, and it's touched to Howland on the near side. Little give and go to Howland. That one taken away by Schoolcraft. Nice play there. Coming back to the near side. This is Shay Van Gayson. She was our player to watch. 35 goals this year. She tries to knife her way through the defense. Couldn't do it. Howland takes it away. Up ahead, they're looking for Rosa Eurista Chico. Conan will be the one to run it down for Schoolcraft, but Rosa Eurista Chico takes it right back away. A little bit of room here. Back up high. This is Aki. She has it poked out from behind. Some nifty footwork out there for Schoolcraft. That was Kelly Schmidt. She has possession now to the middle of the pitch. Schoolcraft continues to control out that far side. This the newcomer, number 13, Devin Powers. Right to the touchline, tries to change direction and does. Kick into the box, denied. Back to Powers. She winds and fires. That one denied as well. This Butler defense has been very good here in the first half. That back line of Zimmer and Vaughn. Of course, the 5 midfielders have mucked it up as well, with Guernsey, Means, Straith, Molina, and Clark. And Howland, who's officially listed as a forward on this team, will toss it in, though she has played a little more midfield. She's not playing downfield as much, as they have a stoppage of play. Was a quick substitution there, I believe. Rosie Eurista Chico, nice play there. Played it between Conan's legs, and she draws the foul. Nice little move there and a quick start. They'll kick it up ahead for Jacqueline Means, trying to turn the corner and does. Gets a step, centers up high. Eurista Chico, one-on-one with Dangelmeyer. Her kick deflected, then it's put in. The score there, Jacqueline Means puts it in the back of the net. Eurista Chico had it deflected, and Jacqueline Means puts it in. Let's take a look at this one again. Means sets up Eurista Chico well. Her shot, Dangelmeyer, good on the first attempt. Means with the rebound and cleans it up and puts it in the back of the net. That's goal number 17 of the year For the sophomore out of Wichita, Kansas, Jacqueline Means gives Butler a 1-0 lead with 19:45 to go in the first half. Credit the assist to Rosa Urista Chico, her 6th of the year. And for Dangelmeyer, 18th game she's played this year, just the 5th goal given up. With the way she's played this year, Jacqueline Means might want to keep the ball. Not often do you see one get by the sophomore goalkeeper. And it's an early 1-0 lead for Butler. I say early, 25 minutes into the first half, maybe not that early, but we still got a whole lot of soccer left to play as Conan upends Means there and controls. Schoolcraft just fighting to get it back to midfield. A back touch to Conan, nicely played there by the Ocelots. Changing the point of attack, Schoolcraft, the Michigan natives. Up ahead. This one controlled by Samantha Olato. Conan. Bondi. They're going to bring it over to Shanity. She looks ahead for Van Gaysen. Couldn't find her. That one goes out of bounds. Let's look at this beautiful goal once again. Urista Chico, she's looking for the back of the net. May have played it a little bit too far out in front, and then the rebound once again by Means, and she has goal number 17 on the year. Solid goalkeeping once again by Dangelmeyer. Just the deflection, and Means was aware to try to wait for the rebound and did just that and put it in the back of the net. 1-0 Butler. And Shanity will toss it in. McKay, back to Conan. Bondi. A little bit of room to work here for Whitsitt. Middle of the pitch. Alato. Ball controlled here by Whitsitt again. Bondi leaves it back up high. Conan to Shanity. Schoolcraft just probing here, trying to find a weak point of this Butler defense. They haven't had much luck. Centering shot chested and could not be controlled out there by Samantha Olato, the freshman out of Rochester, Michigan. Howland. That one looking for Jacqueline Means, she couldn't control. And we have a substitution coming here for the Grizzlies. Checking into the ball game will be number 13, Alan Lauren. We'll call that Lauren Allen. How about that? So Lauren Allen will check in a moment. Rosa Urista Chico cannot control. This ball to the near side. Van Gaysen controls. Her shot pushed up ahead. Butler's back line will control. Directed to the near side. Straith. Howland. Back to Straith. She'll push it up ahead. As I mentioned, 4 games here today. They were looking for Van Gaysen. This will be an unintended handball that will send it back to Schoolcraft. We'll get you the rest of the schedule for the day as well. We'll see the top overall seed and host team Eastern Florida State, the final game of the day. They're scheduled for 5:30 as well. But the top seeds to go along with this Butler College team, as this ball is controlled by the goalkeeper, Jamie Reichenberger. And Reichenberger able to control that one. She has not had to work very much here in the first half. Here comes Schoolcraft again. To that right side, punched away. This is Haley Varney who controls. Looking up ahead, tried to get it Colleen McKay and just missed her with the pass. Looking for Aki. Eurista Chico controls. Looking ahead for Means, and that just well out in front of her, running it down, will be Lacey Chanity, and her kick out to the near sideline. Top seeds in this tournament. Eastern Florida State, of course, the #1 overall seed. Tyler from Texas. Iowa Central, the 3 seed, and this 4th-seeded Butler College team from El Dorado. An early 1-0 lead. Little under 15 minutes to go here in the first half. We do thank you for joining us here on NJCAA TV. I'm Nick Grunowitz. A beautiful Monday to start out this tournament here. 12 teams all hoping to be the one champion. We'll see each team play at least 2 games. Winners of each pool will advance to Friday semifinal day. The championship, Saturday, 7 o'clock. Don't miss it. It'll be an entertaining one. It always is. Chanity. Chanity's shot taken away. This is Eurista Chico they're looking for, and it's run down and kicked out that far side. A throw-in coming here for Butler. We want to remind you, Select Sports is proud to be the official match ball of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Select's Super FIFA match ball is used exclusively at all NJCAA soccer championships. Select Sport, inspired by history, but designed for the future. Bat the ball they're using here today. It's the one controlled by Katie Dangelmeyer, who, despite giving up the 1 goal, has been superb here in the first half. The 1 goal, a rebound putback by Jacqueline Means. They're not going to get that much easier for anyone in this tournament. And her kick headed, still up in the air, controlled by the Grizzlies. They're looking for Aki out there. Ball sent into the box. Dangelmeyer waits. Jessica Quezada has checked in. I mentioned they were looking for Aki. She has left the game here, most likely for the first half. Jessica Quezada into the ball game. Here's Howland. Swung around. Controlled by Erica Guernsey. This one punched out. Guernsey trying to go back and get it. Instead, Schoolcraft controls. This one too strong out the near side. 12 minutes to go first half. It's been an entertaining one. Butler with that lone goal, and tossing it in for the Grizzlies will be Colleen Howland, freshman from Wichita, Kansas. 10 assists this year to go with 3 goals. And a substitution for Schoolcraft. I nearly missed it. They were so quiet coming into this ball game. We'll get it to you in just a moment. Like Katie Vatilla checked back into this ball game. Far side, Butler controls. This is Zimmer. And Schoolcraft takes it away. Coming back to the near side. This is Whitsitt playing the ball up ahead. They were looking for Van Gayson. It's too much, and touched back to Rickenberger. Howland. Strafe. Nice one touch here for Butler. They've moved the ball very well all morning as Conan takes it away. Quezada at midfield. Some trouble here. Zimmer upended. Last touched by the Grizzlies, and Schoolcraft will control. This one punched ahead, and I know I've talked quite a bit about this back line. Butler just allowing absolutely nothing. This one flicked on ahead. A little bit of an opportunity here coming for Butler, and a nice play defensively on the back line to knock that one away. That one's going to roll out the touch line. A corner kick coming for Butler, but Schoolcraft Stephanie Newton there with a very nice play just to deflect the ball. They were looking ahead, Butler was, for Lauren Allen, the freshman who had 2 goals in the Region 6 championship, and Newton was able to just deflect that one away. Howland will handle the corner kick. Her right-footed kick, bit of an outswinger up to the top of the box. Header up high, loose. Dangelmeyer waiting, and it is flicked up over the top of the goal. Nice outswinger there. Looked like it was Lauren Allen who tried for the good old bicycle kick there to send it to the back of the net. And we'll take a look at this one once again. Here's Howland's kick, and it was a nice high outswinger. Headed well, and Allen just couldn't quite get all the way around on it. Here's Lauren Allen again, settles it. One touch, was looking for her teammate Dalia Fernandez and couldn't quite find her. Schoolcraft with control. This might be the best opportunity they've had all morning. This one sent forward. They were looking ahead, and diving on it is Reichenberger. Schoolcraft had their first real opportunity there in quite a bit. They were looking for Katie Vitella, the freshman, and just sent it out a little bit too far in front. 12 goals this year for Vitella. Schoolcraft once again controls. Here is Vitella. She's going to leave it for her teammate on that far side. Left back for Vitella. A little bit of a miscommunication there. She left it behind her. And that ball out the far side. Let's take a look once again. This the opportunity. They were looking for Vitella, and it was left just a little bit too far out in front, and Reichenberger will jump on top of it. Just smother that ball, make sure there's no opportunity, and here comes an opportunity for Schoolcraft. Oh, and it's just mistouched by Whitsitt. Left behind her, Whitsitt had an opportunity, and she couldn't quite control it at the top of the box, and Schoolcraft once again comes up empty. Knifing through the defense, this is Emily Bondi. Left up high, right-footed shot. Reichenberger controls that one off the foot of Colleen McKay. And Reichenberger able to control that. The sophomore from Thornton, Colorado, leads the nation in shutouts this year. This Butler team played 21 games, 16 shutouts, most in the nation. Jamie on top of that one. This ball sent in. Nice little one touch there for Schoolcraft. Things starting to percolate just a little bit for them, but can they come up with an opportunity, the Ocelots that is, in the next 7 minutes just about in this first half? Conan controls. Butler up 1-0, and I think if you're Dave Carver's squad, the first-year head coach of Schoolcraft, you're thinking maybe Butler loses focus for a moment as we head into halftime. And Schoolcraft has had a couple of opportunities here as of late, but not much. That experienced back line for Butler has done its job. This one's sent ahead. Kunitz. Run to the near side. Working one-on-one with Straith. We'll send it up high. Give and go. Kunitz at the top, and that one lost. Here comes Dalia Fernandez. She'll leave it back to a defender. Punched on ahead. And it's controlled by the Grizzlies. They're going to say play on. Here comes Jacqueline Means, the left side, trying to center it. And that one directed out the touch line, and a corner kick coming for the Grizzlies. You got to credit Jessica Quezada there for the effort. She ran down the Schoolcraft defender and was able to take possession, which eventually forced this corner kick right here. The fourth of the half for Butler. And Quezada will be the one to handle it. The sophomore from Wichita, Kansas. Her right-footed kick up high near the front of the box, directed just left and out the touchline. That one looked like it went off the foot of Amy Straith as she was trying to just send that left. When you're playing against a goalkeeper that has had as much success as Dangelmeyer has had this year, you have to try to throw a changeup every once in a while. It looked like Straith was trying to do just that, just redirect it and hope that a teammate was standing there to flick it in. There's a foul at midfield. Two players hit the dirt. Straith, one of them. And down for Schoolcraft. But getting up. That was Katie Vitella. Sent ahead for Quezada. Dangelmeyer wanted to come out. Instead, Quezada will handle her right-footed shot. Dangelmeyer with the save. Nice play there by Katie Dangelmeyer. And she'll send it to the near side here. Quezada had a lot of room there. Dangelmeyer thought about coming out for a moment, then retreated. It was the right decision, and she was able to stand up to that one. Here comes Schoolcraft. Top of the box. This one deflected back out. Schoolcraft, the Ocelots continue to control. Taken away for a moment. Coming back to the near side, Emily Bondi. Her shot. Looking for the backside here for Kunitz. And that'll come out the near side. Let's take a look at that Quezada opportunity once again as Jess comes in here. Dangelmeyer, you see her retreat. Quezada trying for a little side step and once again went right at her, and Dangelmeyer able to knock it down in control. 3 minutes to go, first half, 1-0 Butler. The difference in this one, Jacqueline Means, a rebounded goal off a deflection. Katie Dangelmeyer able to stop the shot of Rosa Urista Chico, but Jacqueline Means was standing right there. She steered it in the back of the net, gave the Grizzlies a 1-0 advantage. Here's Quezada again. Knocks her off the ball. Sent ahead. This is Jacqueline Means. She has a chance here. One to beat. It's Conan as she looks to center. Conan, nice block there. Means controls. Back up to the top of the box. All by herself. The right-footed shot just high for Butler. That was Emily Woods, the freshman. Keyed it up to the top of the box. You don't get a better look than this. As Emily Woods lined up, had time to set herself and just pulled it high. Another good opportunity for this Butler team. And if it weren't for the quick work of Katie Dangelmeyer and a couple of missed shots, this one could easily be 3-0, 4-0 in favor of the girls from El Dorado. Sent ahead, they're looking for Means. Conan deflects. We'll bring it back to the near side to Chanity. Here's Howland. Nice move, avoids the defender. Looking to the middle once again. And it's controlled by Schoolcraft. 1:40 to go. Schoolcraft looking for just about anything here. Sent up ahead. Perhaps an opportunity? No. Rickenberger will jump on top of it. And her kick, a short one, right to midfield. Headed back. Controlled by Zimmer. Here's Means, looking ahead for Quezada. Maybe an opportunity here. Dangelmeyer will go get it, but Quezada is marked off sides. 62 seconds left, first half.
1 minute left in the half. 1 minute.
Sent ahead. Howland will direct it out this near side. Schoolcraft will control. Kunitz will go to get it. Clock continues to run, tossing it in. Whitsitt. As everything slows down here for a moment, now they'll whistle everything to start back again. Whitsitt's toss in, controlled by Kunitz. Looking for a back touch there, was intended for Bondi, but the Grizzlies control. 15 seconds to go. sent out. This one controlled here, perhaps for the Grizzlies. They're going to call her offside. That one's sent into the back of the net anyway for Butler, and that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Lauren Allen was well out ahead. They whistle her offsides, and that'll do it. 1-0 after 45 minutes of soccer. 4th-seeded Butler leads 9th-seeded Schoolcraft. We'll give you some highlights of the half coming up. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships on NJCAA TV.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Recently, the Eastern Florida State College women's basketball team held its media day to kick off the new season. Third-year head coach Jim Grimes looks to build upon last season's success.
Well, going to the state tournament last year was a big accomplishment for our program. It had been many years since we were able to do that. Really, the best thing about it was the experience that we were able to gain. So the returning players have already been where we want to be this year, and so that's going to really help us moving forward. As far as our expectations for this season, they're similar to what they were going into last season. You know, we want to have steady improvement. I want to see daily development in the team, and hopefully we can do even more than we did last season. Well, I've been very pleased with how the team has come together. Our chemistry seems to be good. I think this summer really helped us. We didn't have that in past years. We spent a lot of time together this summer, so I think we're far ahead in terms of our chemistry.
Well, we're going to bring a lot of energy this year, a lot more athleticism. It's going to be fun to watch us play. We got a lot of shooters, Emma, Paola. We have Trudy Walker and Kenya coming in, pushing the pace. It's going to be exciting to watch us play this year.
We're very athletic compared to last year. Like, we can go. There's a lot. Last year we couldn't go full court. This year we can go full court D and everything with no problem. Like, very athletic team.
My expectations are pretty high. I'm very excited. I'm very blessed to be here. It's a great opportunity for me to play for Eastern Florida. It's a great program. I'm really excited to be here. It's a great school, great teammates, great professors, great athletic program. So I'm really excited, and my expectations and hopes are high. I think we're going to focus on what we need to do, and I think we're going to do it.
Admission is free, so check the college website for the next home game and come out and support your Titans.
They're going to see a team that plays really hard. They're going to see a team that cares about each other. They're going to play together, and hopefully they're going to see a team that makes really good decisions.
Well, I would tell you, you think last year was something? Wait till you see this team.
Titan Madness was in the air as the annual event launched the 2015-2016 season for the men's and women's Titans basketball teams. The night began with a skills competition, pitting Titans players against one another in a display of sharpshooting from all over the court. Then it was nothing but net for the men and women as they showed off their shooting prowess in the three-point shooting contest. The Titans men and women then took to the court to face off in the co-ed scrimmage. Finally, the high-flying Titans dazzled the crowd with gravity-defying jams in the crowd favorite dunk contest. This year, the talented men's team looks to continue its success behind three-time reigning FCSAA Southern Conference Coach of the Year, Jeremy Schulman. Coach Jim Grimes leads the Lady Titans team as they look to repeat as FCSAA Southern Conference champs. Admission to all Titans games is free, so check the schedule for the next home game and come out and support your Titans.
"45 minutes in the book here of Game 1, Day 1 of the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships here live on NJCAA TV. After one half, 4th-seeded Butler has a 1-0 lead over 9th-seeded Schoolcraft College. We thank you for joining us here. Nick Grenowitz here, sideline at the Titan Soccer Complex in Melbourne, Florida, here for the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championship. I mentioned the 1-0 lead for Butler. It was a mainly dominated first half by the Grizzlies. 7 shots in this one, 5 of them on goal. They had all kinds of opportunity. The difference in this one, of course, is Jacqueline Means' goal. We'll show you that in just a moment here as you see Jacqueline Means with a couple of opportunities early. But this Butler team just continued wave after wave to pressure sophomore goalkeeper Katie Dangelmeyer of Schoolcraft. She came up with a couple of very big plays, as you see there, coming up and making a save. And the difference, once again, you see it right here. Rosa Urista Chico with the touch, and then the left-footed goal by Jacqueline Means. Midway through this first half, the 17th goal of the year for Means. For Urista Chico, her 6th assist of the season. That gave Butler the 1-0 lead. And that's where we stand right here. Butler in that first half, as I mentioned, the 7 goals. But for Schoolcraft, the 7 shots, that is, they had just 2 shots in this first half. Not a whole lot going for this Ocelots team that scored 4 goals in their last match. But mainly the back 4 for Butler played very well. Those defenders of Madison Zimmer and Bailey Vaughn with the 5 midfielders. They packed things in. And, of course, Butler's goalkeeper able to make a couple of plays there. Jamie Rickenberger from Wichita, Kansas. And once again, Butler with that 1-0 lead. Schoolcraft, not a whole lot of opportunities, as I said, just 2 shots on goal. They could not push the ball up the field. A lot of this played in the middle or defensive third for Schoolcraft in the first half. And the play of Katie Dangelmeyer, 6 saves in that first half on 7 shots. The one that got by, of course, from Jacqueline Means. Dangelmeyer playing very well there in that first half. But Schoolcraft for that second half, Shea Van Gaysen, you did not hear much from her after we told you she was the player to watch. 35 goals, 12 assists this season. She was quiet in the first half, and for a majority of Schoolcraft's 45 minutes there, they were playing defensively or in that midfield. For Butler, they're coming in once again 19-2, the top seed in this Pool D. The play of their forwards, Paige Aki was the one we told you to keep an eye on, 19 goals, but Rosa Urista Chico, Colleen Howland as well, who played a little midfield forward there for this Butler team. Very impressive, and as, of course, Jacqueline Means active as well. The back defenders for Butler didn't have a whole lot of work to do. Madison Zimmer, Bailey Vaughn played well as well. But this Butler team had pretty much everything going their way so far in that first half. Now the second half coming up, Schoolcraft is going to have to find a way to test Butler's defense and Jamie Rickenberger as well as they hit this last 45 minutes, or else they're not going to have a whole lot of an opportunity to tie this or take the lead. But Katie Dangelmeyer, the keeper for the Schoolcraft team, hanging in there as she faces 7 shots and saves 6 of them. For Butler, 4 corner kicks as well. Once again, they were active. The corner kick for them, no corners for Schoolcraft. Not much of an opportunity for them there in that first half. And you talk about those opportunities for Butler. As I mentioned, if it weren't for the 6 saves of Dangelmeyer, this could easily be a 3 or 4-0 game right now. Schoolcraft hanging in there, and sometimes That's all you need, is just to hang in and come up with an opportunity, kind of muck it up there. And I'm sure that's what Dave Carver, the first-year head coach of this Ocelots team, is talking about. This team coming in 16-1. They have had plenty of success this season, and, well, another 45 minutes to go. Still plenty of soccer left to be played here in Melbourne. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships on NJCAA TV. Second half coming up in just a few moments here from Melbourne.
Titan madness was in the air as the annual event launched the 2015-2016 season for the men's and women's Titans basketball teams. The night began with a skills competition, pitting Titans players against one another in a display of sharpshooting from all over the court. Then it was nothing but net for the men and women as they showed off their shooting prowess in the three-point shooting contest. The Titans men and women then took to the court to face off in the co-ed scrimmage. Finally, the high-flying Titans dazzled the crowd with gravity-defying jams in the crowd favorite dunk contest. This year, the talented men's team looks to continue its success behind three-time reigning FCSAA Southern Conference Coach of the Year, Jeremy Schulman. Coach Jim Grimes leads the Lady Titans team as they look to repeat as FCSAA Southern Conference champs. Admission to all Titans games is free, so check the schedule for the next home game and come out and support your Titans.
Eastern Florida State College. This is where you discover new opportunities, where you pursue your dreams, and careers take flight. Apply now for new bachelor and associate degree programs in business, healthcare, computer technology, and other growing fields. Eastern Florida, where Titans rise. Apply today.
Recently, the Eastern Florida State College men's golf team held its 2015 Fall Media Day. Head coach Jamie Howell will need to prepare his players for an ambitious fall schedule that sets the stage for the spring championship season.
Your fall season just gives you an idea of who you are. You know, here's what we're capable of doing, here's where we need to improve, and then you make sure you don't try to do things you're not capable of at this time. So the big issue for me is just letting things play themselves out. You know, literally have the guys prepare and go play at each event and see how we do. You're not going to win if you don't have talent, and even more, you need some chemistry to go with it. So you're looking for guys that are going to fit together. I don't expect them to be best friends forever, but I expect them all to be on the same page, and if we all strive for the same goals, we'll do just fine, even filling those slots every year.
I see a positive being that we are young, but we're eager to build up on experience, eager to build up on being in the heat of the moment like last year. But it's going to be tough, and the positives we have is that Nationals is home. It's not traveling anywhere, and we're going to feel a little more comfortable being around, Brevard County instead of traveling to Kansas or Texas.
Well, I've heard obviously a lot about this program. Obviously, they've got a great history, and obviously being in America, it's great weather, and I feel like coming over here, I'll be able to excel in my game and compete with great players. We have some good sophomores in the team, very good, and if I can learn of what they've done over the last year, it might help me in the next few months developing as a golfer.
Sometimes you feel a little target on your back when you go to tournaments, but like golf is, you can't expect anything. Anybody can win on any given day, and I think that's going to be one of the things we're going to have to learn this year is we've lost a couple players that really helped us last year, but we're going to be replacing them this year with some good freshmen.
So check out the Eastern Florida State College website and come out and support your Titans.
We're going to try to repeat or if not do better. I mean, the goal is always to win, regardless. I didn't come here to get second place, and I don't think any of the guys did either.
We're ready for second half action here in Melbourne, Florida. It's game one of the day. 9th-seeded Schoolcraft College, the Ocelots, taking on 4th-seeded Butler College, the Grizzlies. As we welcome you back into the broadcast, thanks for joining us here on NJCAA TV. I'm Nick Grunowitz. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships through 45 minutes. Butler College, a 1-0 lead. The difference in this one, Jacqueline Means, her 17th goal of the season there in the first half, off a deflected shot that goalkeeper Katie Dangelmeyer had stopped from Rosa Urista Chico. The Grizzlies took a 1-0 lead, really did not look back in that first half. Limited opportunities for Schoolcraft in the first 45 minutes, and the Ocelots start out. They'll move from left to right across your screen in those navy blue jerseys and shorts, yellow letters and numbers on those jerseys. The Grizzlies from Butler, from El Dorado, in the white jerseys and black shorts. Grizzlies in white lettering and purple piping on the front. This one into the box, headed by that back defensive line of the Grizzlies and out the touchline, and they're going to call this a goal kick for Butler. Was deflected off of Schoolcraft's Katie Vitella. We mentioned limited opportunities for Schoolcraft in that first half, just 2 shots on goal. Jamie Rischenberger was not tested much, the Wichita, Kansas native. 16 of the girls on this Butler team from Wichita, Kansas. Of course, local there to El Dorado. Schoolcraft controls to that far side. That's Shanity coming back to the near side, trying to run it down for Schoolcraft and cannot. Is Emily Bondi, the freshman from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Went to Fraser High School. Toss in here, Madison Zimmer. Controlled by Schoolcraft, but Urista Chico bumped her off the ball and a foul called here. Going down to the floor, to the grass, was Colleen McKay. So Schoolcraft will have the kick. This one sent in near the top of the box. It's loose out the back. Howland will try to get it out of there. Left up high. This controlled by Schoolcraft. Vitella sent to that far side. Shanity sent out, and it's caught by Rischenberger. Jamie Rischenberger, the sophomore from Wichita. 16 shutouts this year. I mentioned that, was told during halftime it was a school record. I don't know why I didn't just assume it was a school record when you have a shutout in 16 of 21 games. Heck of a season for her. Conan will deflect this out the near side. Had a very nice first half. Has already stopped 2 shots here through the first just about 3 minutes. Saw the first 45 minutes of this game. Zimmer, right foot into the box. Conan heads it out. Deflected back out. Paige Aki out there. Ball to that far side. This is Colleen Howland. Left it ahead. I believe that's Quezada out there. It is. And to open up this second half, Adam Hunter, the Butler head coach, has come out with 4 forwards. He's got Colleen Howland, Rosa Urista Chico, Paige Aki, and Jessica Quezada out there. Started the game with 3 as he maybe looking for a little bit more offense here, trying to put this one away early from a Butler perspective. I mentioned during halftime, you let a team like Schoolcraft hang around and one ball bounces the wrong way and all of a sudden it's a tie game. Lexi Clark taken down, but that foul is going to go against Butler. Schoolcraft will have the kick. This one touched lightly to Colleen McKay, sent out to that far side. This is Chanity. And it'll roll out the touchline there. We'll go back to Rischenberger. Jamie Rischenberger, 5th in the nation in goal against average, .42. Right now, outplaying the girl that's number 1 on that list, Katie Dangelmeyer, who had allowed just 4 goals in 17 matches coming in. This ball sent out the near side. Devin Powers trying to steer that one back, couldn't do it. Throw in for the Grizzlies. Controlled by Schoolcraft for the moment. Colleen McKay. Schoolcraft moving left to right. Sent up ahead. It's Megan Schultz, she's upended. Conan. Going back to the near side, nice header there by Zimmer. Controlled by Schoolcraft. Once again, Colleen McKay leaves it back to Conan. Was a little bit too strong with that. Rosa Urista Chico was patrolling out there, almost took it away. This one's sent out towards Powers again, and she can't steer it in. Just a little bit too strong. Schoolcraft gives it up, a throw-in coming for Butler. Urista Chico has it knocked away. Powers, one touch, sent it to the wrong jersey color. Here's Straith, sent to the far side. Colleen Howland, who's listed as a forward on this team, but is really playing more of a midfield role. This one's sent up ahead. This is Van Gayson. She's knocked down. Got to credit this Butler team a bit. We mentioned Shea Van Gayson during the pregame as a player to watch. The other, Paige Aki, who controls it now for Butler. Urista Chico has it poked away, but it's controlled by Lexi Clark. Working with the defender on her back, trying to send it in to Rosa Urista Chico. Has it knocked away, but controlled by Amy Straith. And Butler will change the point of attack. Quezada out there. Knocked off the ball by Chanity. Schoolcraft control. Sent ahead. Here is Shea Van Gayson. Hasn't had much of a chance here and doesn't once again. Straith knocks it away. Howland. She's taken down. Play on, they say. Holland knocked down there by Whitsitt. Another ball at the top. Both players go down. They say play on. That one between Van Gayson and Straith, and this one's starting to get physical down there. A 1-0 game. 37:50 to go second half in Pool D play here. This game 1 of the day. Game 2 coming up after this on NJCAA TV. Laramie County Community College will take on Iowa Central Community College. Here's Zimmer. Trying to control Powers, recollects. Stops, leaves up high. Schoolcraft controlling. Bondi sent in, knocked out. Bondi gets a foot on it to slow it, and it's sent back out. Newton looking to that far side, one touch, and controlling is Colleen McKay. She was almost nicked up there and tripped. Howland sends it out that far side. Schoolcraft will control. The Ocelots 16-1 entering this one. School located just outside of Detroit. Quezada runs it down. Schoolcraft controls once again. And a whistle here. They'll have a foul called. This will go against Quezada, and the referee will come over and chat with her for a moment. Settle it down, he says. Quezada went down for a moment. This one's sent ahead Powers on the right side, surveying. Her centering shot towards that front post, leaping up, making the grab, Rischenberger. That one fluttered a bit, maybe got caught up in the wind here. It is a windy day in Melbourne. Breeze blowing across the field from the far sideline near towards us on your screen. This one up ahead, Shea Van Gaysen trying to split defenders amongst three, continues to control, and then it's knocked out by that back line. Very nicely played by Butler once again. Shanity sending it in. Controlled left side, left, and a nice deflection there. Shea Van Gaysen trying to beat Rischenberger, and she couldn't do it. And Jamie Rischenberger able to deflect that one once again. Let's get another look as it's sent in for Van Gaysen. It's a corner kick coming here in a moment for Schoolcraft. We'll get you that replay in just a moment here as the corner kick set up. This is Kelly Schmidt to do it. Limited opportunities for Schoolcraft. The kick just near the front, loose up top of the box, and the Grizzlies control. That's Aki, has it knocked out to the near side. Now let's take a look at that opportunity, the best one of the morning for Schoolcraft. Shanity sends it in looking for Van Gaysen. It's deflected. Her left-footed shot, and Rischenberger there just diving on it. Very nicely played. The goalkeeper there has to read whether or not the lead player for Butler, who deflected it there, the lead player that is for Schoolcraft, Katie Vitelli, is going to try to shoot it or leave it off, and right there Vitella left it for Shea Van Gaysen, and Rischenberger played it to a tee, the sophomore from Wichita. Very nicely done. Keeps this a scoreless match, make it a 1-0 lead for Butler. With 33:55 to go in the second half, it keeps Schoolcraft scoreless. And another foul here. It's going to go against the Grizzlies. Long kick controlled by Butler. Paige Aki with a couple of headers, has it knocked away. Schoolcraft once again to control. Kelly Schmidt will do it here. Throw it in from the near sideline. Looking for a teammate, will toss it. Whitsitt heads ahead. Left off, Vitella. And here's Whitsitt. Left foot touch, Vitella. Has it deflected, she hits the floor. Ball left out, Rosa Urista Chico. Left it back for Lexi Clark, who had it deflected, and Rischenberger is going to have to dive on it. So early on here in the second half, Dave Carver, I talked during halftime about him maybe wanting to push the envelope a little bit here, and that's exactly what Schoolcraft has done. They've been much more aggressive. Here's Urista Chico, and have had a couple of more opportunities. Did not have much in that first half. Aki spins off, leaves it back for a teammate. This is Clark. Howland at the far side will chase it down. Can she control? Keeps it in bounds? Yes. Trying to beat Whitsitt, she does. Trying to get a step on Chanity as well, and cannot do it. Schoolcraft controls. A lot of real estate out here for the Ocelots. A couple of nice moves out there, but a nice defensive play made for Emily Bondi, who was taken down there. Defensive play made by Erica Guernsey of Butler. Was not fooled by the footwork, just slid in, made the stop. Schoolcraft again controls. They're looking ahead for Van Gaysen, and it's deflected out the touchline. This should be a corner kick coming for Schoolcraft, another opportunity. As I mentioned, Laramie County Community College against Iowa Central after this, Game 3. Moraine Valley Community College against Tyler Junior College. And then the host team, the home team here at Eastern Florida, the top overall seed in this tournament, will take the pitch against Spartanburg Methodist. Played short, centered in by Chanity. Loose ball and deflected out by Howland. Once again controlled by Schoolcraft. Back to the far side, Chanity. And they'll send it out the far side there, and that's Cynthia Conan, who was in the nearest vicinity. They'll give it back to the Ocelots. Couple of headers take it to midfield. Controlled by the Grizzlies for a moment. That was Cherie Molina who had control. Here's Howland again. Colleen Howland has been very active in this first game of the tournament. The freshman from Wichita, sent ahead looking for Aki. Nice play made defensively on that back line by Schoolcraft. That's number 19, Stephanie Newton. This back line for Schoolcraft, all sophomores: Chanity, Newton, Cynthia Conan. They've done a nice job on one of the top offenses in the nation, allowing just one goal. Part of that, of course, Katie Dangelmeyer. But this Butler team came in second in the nation in goals with 113. Eurista Chico sent in. Dangelmeyer going, leaping. That one beats her into the back of the net. A lofter. And that one just kept fluttering, and it found the back of the net. Rosa Eurista Chico with her 18th goal of the year. Let's take another look at that on the inbound. And she just punched this one up there, and as I mentioned, the wind carried that. Dangelmeyer tracking, goes off her hands and into the back of the net. Dangelmeyer there looked like an outfielder, to go with a baseball analogy here. Just continuing to going back on a fly ball, and the wind just took hold of it. And as I mentioned, that wind blowing from the far sideline to the near sideline just held that ball up long enough, and Eurista Chico has the goal to make it 2-0 Butler. Her 17th of the year. Ball at the top of the box. Controlled by Schoolcraft. And now if you're the Ocelots, you have to start taking some chances. Down 2-0. Under 30 minutes to go, second half. This one punched in. Dangelmeyer controls. Katie Dangelmeyer came in allowing 4 goals in 17 games. She's given up 2 here this morning. This Butler team has just continued to chip away. And they come up with a second goal here. 1 so far in each half. Coming to the near sideline. Butler with another opportunity there. Let's take one more look at this Eurista Chico goal. A beauty. Floated up, and Dangelmeyer just couldn't quite get back far enough. That one found the sweet spot. Just beneath the crossbar there. And above the outstretched hands of the sophomore from Brighton, Michigan. And Rosa Eurista Chico, the sophomore from Wichita, able to give her team that 2-0 lead. Chanity. Schoolcraft controls. Sent up ahead, and they were looking for Van Gayson. This one too long. Howland controls, left back. Rischenberger. Still plenty of time left, but a slight alert here. Jamie Rischenberger is working on shutout number 17 of the year. That would extend the school record that she has already set this year. But 27.5 minutes to go. Schoolcraft, of course, has other plans as they probe and look for a soft spot in this Butler defense. Whitsitt just out of her reach. Paige Aki. Eurista Chico couldn't quite get to it. Aki, left-footed stop. Eurista Chico, one touch, looking for Paige. Found her. They send this over to Jacqueline Means. 1 goal for her already today. Gets a step on Conan, trying to turn the corner. She's tripped up in the box. No call. They say play on, and they do. Schoolcraft changing directions here up that far side. They're looking for Van Gayson again, can't find her. Butler controls, sent ahead to Eurista Chico. She's looking for goal number 2. Left-footed shot, and Dangelmeyer on top of it. Here comes Lexi Clark. Wearing those pink cleats, she'll loft it in. A little bit of a miscommunication maybe there with Paige Ackey. One zigged while the other zagged, and now Schoolcraft with a host of changes. Checking in Megan Schultz, Valeria Kosilian, and Tori Kuntz. Schultz, the freshman from Farmington, Michigan, and Dangelmeyer will reset for a moment. So a host of 3 changes here for Dave Carver. As he looks for an answer here, Paige Ackey, left side, a chance here maybe. She is taken down in the box. That ball was loose though. Eurista Chico in the vicinity, pokes it towards the goal, but Dangelmeyer was there, and now a whistle. And this is Paige Ackey who's down. This is not good for Butler. Paige Ackey was trying to turn the corner there. And just a whole bunch of commotion there in the box as she tried to take the shot. The second attempt there is where she went down, ended up underneath of Sienna Whitsitt, and Paige Ackey down on the turf in some pain. And they'll have the trainer take a look at her here. That one did not look pretty. The initial shot by Paige blocked. She tried for the second attempt, and I think that's where she got out of sorts. And you just hope that she can get up here and is all right. As the trainer looks at her, though, looks like they're looking at her face. She might have just gotten whacked here. But the trainer continues to work on her. It's 2-0 Butler. 25.5 minutes to go here in the second half. We do thank you for joining us here on NJCAA TV. And let's take a look at this one more time here as Paige came in, tried to turn the corner, and then Whitsitt right here just rolled over the top of her. You can see on that left leg, Whitsitt trying to make a play on the ball, and she ends up stepping all over the left ankle of Paige Ackey. It looks like that, like I mentioned, it looks like they're paying much more attention to Paige Ackey's face and head than it is the ankle. No one seems to be examining the ankle here. But they'll help Paige get up, and fortunately for Butler, it's a 2-0 lead as their top goal scorer is going to exit the ball game, I imagine, for at least a few moments. Paige with 19 goals this year. That leads the team. Rosa Eurista Chico has one today, her 18th of the season, still one behind Paige. And she'll walk off under her own power. And as I mentioned, yeah, it looks like Paige is examining the area right above her left eyebrow on her forehead. So maybe she took something to the face there, a cleat or an inadvertent blow, but I was much more concerned about the ankle there as you looked at the replay with Whitsitt that is, rolling over the top of it, but it doesn't look like Paige Ackey is very concerned about her left ankle. So play will resume here, a 2-0 lead, as I mentioned, for 4th-seeded Butler over number 9 seed Schoolcraft. It's just game 1 of the day. It's been an entertaining one. Schoolcraft some opportunities here in the second half, but has not come up with much. This ball sent ahead. It's tracked down by Amy Straith of Butler. Rischenberger controls. Sent up that far side. They were looking for Lexi Clark. Couldn't find her. Eurista Chico. poked behind that back line, and Schoolcraft will send it back to the near side. Into the ball game for Paige Ackey, who of course just exited, is freshman Lauren Allen. Had 2 goals in that Region 6 championship game, the win over Jackson County. Eurista Chico probing, trying to find some room. Nice little move there. Centers the ball. Dangelmeyer waits, makes the catch. In the vicinity there for Butler was Jacqueline Means, but not much of an opportunity to play there. Long kick, 2 players hit the floor, but Whitsitt controls. This one sent in off the head of Bailey Vaughn, the Wichita native. As I mentioned, 16 players on this Butler roster from Wichita. Adam Hunter in his 8th season with Butler, doing a nice job to recruit the local area. And here comes Schoolcraft once again, sent out far side. This is left back. And a throw in, Howland will do it. McKay. Conan. She goes down. They say play on. Eurista Chico has it deflected. Once again, Means there to make a play on it. Here comes Lexi Clark. Her shot, Dangelmeyer, an easy play there. Not much on it from Lexi Clark. And Dangelmeyer will kick it away. This one headed back. Bailey Vaughn will make a play. Under 23 minutes to go, second half. This one has been pretty much all Butler, especially on the scoreboard, 2-0 Grizzlies. Butler will not play again until Wednesday, the 10 a.m. game against Darton State College. Whitsitt shot blocked. Schoolcraft, another opportunity. This one powered high and well out of play, and that one off the right foot of Colleen McKay, the freshman from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Another host of changes for Dave Carver and Schoolcraft. 3 new players into the ball game.
Fans, you can follow all of the 2015 NJCAA Division I Women's Soccer National Championship live on
Emily
NJCAA TV.
Mokaki, as well as Samantha Alato into the ball game. I want to remind you fans, you can follow all the action of the 2015 NJCAA Division I Women's Soccer National Championship live on NJCAA TV. Just go to www.njcaatv.com to view live and archive video of each game. Relive all the exciting plays and great memories of this year's tournament by visiting www.njcaatv.com. Throw in for Schoolcraft. Left back, this one controlled here by the Ocelots. Good touch. Maybe an opportunity coming here for Schoolcraft, but that Butler defense continues to hound the Ocelots, and it's taken away there off the foot of Kasilan. Here comes Butler. Nice play there. Almost taken away by Lauren Allen. Eurista Chico with a shot at it, couldn't quite get there. Mokali. Bondi sent to that far side. She was looking for Shanity, and that one's knocked out the far side. This one last touched by Schoolcraft. Butler will have the toss in, but first a substitution for the Grizzlies. Looks like Rosie Eurista Chico will come out. Yes, checking in for her is Pearl Imperial, the freshman from Imperial, California. Here's Lexi Clark. looking to send it in was looking for Jacqueline Means. Dangelmeyer will come get it. Under 20 minutes to go, second half, 2-0 Butler. As I mentioned, Butler will have a couple of days. We'll have one day off. We'll play again on Wednesday. It's right back to work on Tuesday for this Schoolcraft college team. They take on Darton State. .50-50 ball here, controlled by Lauren Allen. She weaves her way in and out of the defense. Now it's still Butler that controls. Jacqueline Means, 3 defenders around her, was almost dragged down. Means run off the ball, still in the box and battling for it, and finally separated from her possession. Ocelots will send it back out here to the near side. A lot of contact there. Mulcahy will send it ahead. This is Van Gaysen. She's knocked off the ball. Not a whole lot of chances for Shea Van Gaysen and this Schoolcraft team. Van Gaysen, 3rd in the nation in shots at 97. I don't think she has 1 on goal here in the second half. That's it for the whole ball game. Van Gaysen, 2nd in the nation in points with 82 and goals with 35. And Butler has basically said this morning that the Ocelots will not beat them with her. They'll let everyone else try. Here's Shanity off a misplay from Howland. Centered, knocked away, nicely played by that Butler defense, and they'll get it back out. Means, nice direct, looking ahead. Here's an opportunity for Lauren Allen. Her shot over the top of Dangelmeyer, it's a goal. Lauren Allen off a nice deflection from Jacqueline Means, and Allen
Butler scores.
has a goal.
Lauren Allen scores the goal for Butler.
Makes it 3-0 Butler, and Lauren Allen off the deflection,
The assist provided
working
by
it well here out in
Jacqueline
front, and just fires the shot over the top of Katie Dangelmeyer. Once again, 3-0 Butler. Lauren Allen picks up her 12th goal of the season. As I mentioned, 3rd of the game for Butler. And I think the one thing just as pretty as that goal was the one-touch setup by Jacqueline Means, who picks up her 15th assist of the year. So 3 goals, 1 from Means, 1 from Eurista Chico, the other from Lauren Allen. And Butler in control here with 17.5 to go in the second half. And we've kept an eye on Katie Dangelmeyer, who came in as one of the top goalies in the nation. Allowed 4 goals in 17 games this year, has allowed 3 here this morning. Shanity, Schoolcraft searching for anything here, and they'll have a foul called. Quick start for Schoolcraft. Bondi sending it ahead, and unable to run it down is Emily Mulcahy. Let's take a look at that beautiful goal once again. Sent ahead, and here's Lauren Allen. Paces it well. That's the important thing. Paces it well, goes top shelf right over the top of Dangelmeyer, who came out to play it maybe a little bit too far, and was able to find the back of the net. So Butler opening up this tournament in style here, 3 goals. They have the 3-0 lead, looking for their 16th straight victory and their 20th of the year. Here's a deflection. This one controlled by Schoolcraft. Left of the box. Here is Van Gaysen, and her shot wide. Once again, Shea Van Gaysen off a deflection, able to control that, took it just to the left side of the box, let it go, and went wide on that post. And Schoolcraft, who came out aggressive to start this second half, has once again fallen into kind of intermittent opportunities here. Rischenberger taking her time. This Butler team starting to run the clock a little bit. Looking long here once again. Maybe I spoke too soon. Here's Lauren Allen. Left back. Another opportunity coming here for Butler. This one sent to the left side of the box. Can she run it down? Yes. This is Jacqueline Means. Working on the defender, knocked off the ball. But it's sent right back out. for Butler. The center, left back up to the top, left-footed shot. This one just high. That was Lexi Clark off a deflected ball, and I believe that was Lexi Clark. It was either her or Cherie Molina. They were both in the vicinity there. Put the left foot on it. But another another shot that goes just high here for this Butler team. And here comes Schoolcraft once again. Emily Bondi looking for Shanity on that far side. Howland patrols. Here's the center behind the goal. Let's take a look at that opportunity one more time here for Butler. They could have easily made this 4-0. This one sent up, deflected right back out, and the left-footed shot by Cherie Molina, the Wichita native, goes just high. Molina with 3 goals this year. Was that close to number 4? And Rischenberger continues to run this clock a bit as she waits to trigger it. Guernsey. Schoolcraft controls. Van Gaysen has it poked away. Molina left ahead. This is Lexi Clark. A little bit of room to run here, and it's poked away by Kona. Nicely played by Schoolcraft. Butler still taking shots downfield. Lauren Allen upended there. And a Schoolcraft player hits the floor as well. That was Bondi. They'll call a foul, and Emily Bondi from Sterling Heights, Michigan, fouled there. Here's Frazier. Shanity trying to sneak it by. They get it to Van Gaysen. Limited touches for her here throughout the ball game. Left up high. This is McKay, left of the box, continuing to feel around here. Shanity kind of mistouches that one, but it's left up at the top of the box. Here's the shot, and they were looking once again for Emily Mulcahy, and it's left too long. Valeria Casilian trying to touch that one there and couldn't quite do it. Here's some substitutions. Checking into the ball game is Whitsitt.
NJCAA soccer by visiting the official website of the National Junior College Athletic Association at www.njcaa.org.
Casilian and Mulcahy will take a seat. Whitsitt into the ball game as well as another player for this Schoolcraft team. 12.5 minutes left second half. 3-0 Butler. Opening game of the opening day of the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships here in Melbourne, Florida. We do thank you for joining us. Here's Whitsitt up high, looking for Van Gaysen. Goes back to Whitsitt. Nice touch to Shanity. Keying inside there, she lost it. And it's iced out that far side by this Butler defense. You do have to credit this Butler back line, Madison Zimmer, Bailey Vaughn, as well as Colleen Howland, who is on the roster as a forward but has played much more midfield and defender today. Here's Schultz. Back up high. Howland. Her shot. This one is just high. Looked good off the foot from Colleen McKay, but that one just held high once again. And let's take a look at that once again here from Rochester Hills. The freshman got a look at it up high. Maybe just got a little bit too much. A lot of backspin on that one, and it just flies above the crossbar. Whitsitt a header. Clark. Nice touch here for Butler. This is Lauren Allen. A little bit of room here. Sent ahead. Center deflected away. And it's going to go out the touchline. It's going to be a corner kick. That one, Pearl Imperial trying to center that. It's going to go out that touchline. A corner kick once again for Butler. And it looks like Pearl will be the one to handle it. The freshman from Imperial, California, went to Imperial High School. And she centers this one off that front post. It's headed once again back out, And another corner kick coming for Butler. They'll get a second shot at this. Pearl Imperial will do it once again. This one a little more of a lofter, and it's off the back of the goal. 3 subs set to come in for Butler here. In for Butler,
Fans, the final game will be Saturday night, and it will be
Emily
televised
Woods,
live on WEFS TV.
Emma Samanis into this ball game. This one out the near sideline here. Who touched it last? It's Schoolcraft who touched it. I mean, it's Butler who touched it. Schoolcraft's throw in. Sent up high. Here comes Schoolcraft once again. Alato trying to find a little bit of room here, and she does. Van Gayson in the open field, knocked off the ball, but she regains, trying to turn the corner. Centers it up high. That one just missed the intended receiver. Shanity with the shot, deflected. Schoolcraft's going to send it back out, looking for another opportunity up high. This is Bondi. Had it knocked away. Whitsitt winds up and fires, and this one well long. That's the best opportunity Shan Van Gayson has had all day, and that was a centering pass that she left just behind the intended receiver. I believe that was Bondi who she was looking for. Once again, Schoolcraft hanging around here, but they just haven't been able to find the back of the net against Jamie Rischenberger, who's working on her 17th save of the season. Bondi left ahead, Van Gayson. Here's another chance, trying to turn the corner. Van Gayson, nice little step back, a right-footed shot. Rischenberger with the stop, deflected back out. Here's another shot, this one high. Megan Schultz pulling the trigger there. Schoolcraft, you get the feeling it's desperation time, and at the 8-minute mark, still 3-0 Butler. And here's Van Gayson. Rischenberger, nice stop. And on the other side, Schultz trying to clean it up, and she left that one well high. Van Gayson put a charge into it, and Jamie Rischenberger able to stand up there, and fortunately for Butler, unfortunately for Schoolcraft, couldn't quite steer it in there. Schultz was waiting in just the right spot. And a throw-in coming here for Butler. 7.5 to go, second half. Schoolcraft is going to have to get to work. They want to rally here. Whitsitt with the redirection. Here's Schultz again, trying to fight for it. This one left back, who controls it. It's the Grizzlies. Here's Lexi Clark. Has it taken away by Colleen McKay. Sent back out, Varney. They look for Shanity on that far side. She's looking to turn the corner, works against Colleen Howland. And has a deflected corner kick coming here for Schoolcraft. You can feel the desperation and intensity starting to ramp up for this Schoolcraft team. You do get 2 games, but you know, a loss like this puts you behind the 8 ball for sure. Here's a header. This one out the back of the box. And it's a goal kick coming for Butler. The winners of each pool will move on to Friday semifinal day. Of course, the winners of those 2 games will move on to the championship on Saturday. We do have pool play here, like I said, this Pool D, which is made up of Schoolcraft, Butler, and Darton. That being Darton State, I guess I should say. Bondi to Shanity. Looking for Van Gayson, Founder. Left back up top to Whitsitt. McKay. Shanity again. They look for Van Gayson. This one up near up the top of the box, and it's just missed by Schoolcraft and out the touchline. Samantha Alato was there, couldn't quite get a foot on it. With 5.5 to go, the shutout continues for Butler. And you can really feel Rischenberger slowing this one down, the Wichita native, as she continues to run the clock here. The game following this, game 2 of the day here on day 1, Laramie County Community College will take on Iowa Central Community College. This one sent ahead, steered out of bounds by Schoolcraft. Stephanie Newton does the honors. Throw in coming for the Grizzlies. Here comes Butler once again. Lexi Clark sent to that far side. Maybe another chance. Ball up in the top of the box. Left back the shot. Conan with the stop, and they're going to call it offsides here. Believe that's what the call was. This one taken away by Clark. Lauren Allen looking for Clark again. Conan with the deflection. Nicely played there by the defender. Whitsitt, middle of the pitch, has her pass deflected. They look for Lauren Allen again. She sends it out that far side. A throw in coming for Schoolcraft once again. Schoolcraft team starting to play with a little bit more intensity here late, but it feels like it's a little bit too late. Down 3-0, 3.5 minutes to go. And once again, Whitsitt with control. Back to the near side. This is Bondi. Back up high. And a foul called as this one's going to go against Schoolcraft. That's Katie Vitella. Kind of tried to go high there to play that ball as a defender came in, made contact, and that foul called. They're going to leave this back for Rischenberger. Flicked on ahead, Lauren Allen again going to work. She's going to leave it for a teammate on the left side of the box, Dangelberger. Make it Dangelmeyer, that is, will come out and play it. They were looking for Courtney Yoakum, who controls it here. Has it taken away by Newton, who will try to punch it back up the field. Butler now getting aggressive again to the top of the box, deflected out. Bondi controlled for a moment, and it's back to Butler's possession. Most of these Butler starters have made their way out of the ball game. Adam Hunter beginning to rest some of his regulars. Shot by Lauren Allen is speared by Dangelmeyer. And Schoolcraft will look to try to start things quickly. 2-minute mark, second half, 3-0 Butler in the opening game of the 2015 NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships. Punch to the near side. Schultz, left back, Whitsitt. Back to Schultz. Played that one a little bit too loosely. And that ball goes out the near side, last touched by Schoolcraft, and it's thrown in. From the get-go, this Butler team aggressive. Adam Hunter starting the game with 3 forwards, 5 midfielders, and only 2 defenders. He wanted to try to set the tone and did just that. Butler with a goal in the first half, and then 2 here in the second half as they look for Lauren Allen once again and can't find her as we've hit the 1-minute mark. A frenzy here for Schoolcraft as they try to look for some opportunities. But 60 seconds to go. Schultz trying to send it ahead for Kuntz. And it's poked back out the near sideline. So a well-played game here by Butler and head coach Adam Hunter. This Butler team in their 5th straight tournament appearance, and you could feel some of the experience on this team. a team that lost 4 players from that 2014 tournament team that fell to Iowa Western. Whitsitt, middle of the pitch, finds a teammate. They're looking for Van Gayson, can't find her. 10 seconds to go here in this one.
10,
Butler wrapping up a tournament opening win over Schoolcraft. A well-played game, like I mentioned, as Adam Hunter and the Grizzlies stay in the hunt and they win their 16th straight. The final 3-0. Butler gets goals from Jacqueline Means, Rosa Urista Chico, and Lauren Allen in this one. They cruise to the 3-0 win. We'll see Butler on Wednesday. Schoolcraft will take on Darton State on Tuesday. Our next game coming up, Laramie County Community College will take on Iowa Central Community College. Our final, once again, 3-0. You're watching the NCAA Women's Soccer Championships on NJCAA TV.